Hello guys, this is the 10th episode or 11th episode of our Sky Factory 3 series, and in today's episode we will show you on how to expand your energy resources, and we're going to do some amazing stuff with that as well. So to start off, I want to show you what I've done offline. So what I've done is I got this, and if we go back to the cobble thingy, this requires a tier 4, which is surrounded by blaze rods, and we don't have that yet. But there is another way to get this tier 5. If you go into loot bags, you can get it from an artifact loot bag, and I got that. So I got that. And what I've done was I have went downstairs, and I have a bunch of pipes, and underneath the cobble thingy is a transfer node, and it wraps all around. So we have it like that, and it goes to these crucibles. Now this fire right here, this is actually times 4, which is 4 times as fast as if we were doing it with a torch. And I have another tank here. We're gonna have to store the buckets, but that is what we have done offline. And I also have another diamond chest out there so I can store my loot. That's cool. But today, again, we are going to do some stuff with our energy. Now, we need to power several machines at once, and you can do this with an energy conduit. One of these 3 conduits, it requires conduit binders and one of the 3 alloys, depending on which one you're making. We're going to make this one, of course. So this requires conduit binder. You smelt binder composite, which is made in this recipe, and you smelt that in a furnace to get 2 of them. And then to get this, we have to use an alloy smelter in this recipe right here. And the alloy smelter, we have one in our inventory. I actually made one. To make that, let's look it up. Alloy smelter. You require 4 iron, a cauldron, 3 furnaces, and a machine chassis. And that requires more iron and some iron bars in this basic capacitor. Then that requires 2 gold nuggets, 4 redstone, and a copper. Easy enough. And this requires power, so that's why we're going to have to use this. And speaking of power, we also need to make the we need to make the, what was it? We need to make the fluid conduit, which requires quite clear glass. You get that by smelting sand in a alloy smelter. And we need those to power this machine down here. And we also need a wrench. I made the wrench out of iron and a stick. That's really useful. So I'm trying to think. If we're going to make this, we're going to at least need like 6 or 12 pieces of sand. So we need to smelt this in here to get the quite clear glass. And I have a bunch of conduit binders, and I also want to check on our resources. We actually have a lot of resources right now, thanks to this mob farm. So that's a cool thing right there to show you. And if you... Oh wait, how do you make the quite clear glass? Oh, does it actually require... Oh my gosh! So it actually requires us to get glass and smelt that to get quite clear glass. So if we do that, we can just do that and get our resources. So we need to smelt those into there to get the quite clear glass. Okay. Whew. And I have some redstone, I have gold, I have glowstone. We need that for our resources. And we can make our first pipes. And I'll actually show you a nifty trick that you can do, but we won't do until after we have the energy bars, or whatever they're called. So what you can do is you can put this stuff right here, and we can put them on the side of the thing. Now, this is not getting anything. Now, we need this wrench, of course, so if we... So we need this to turn this around, but we need more pipes. Not to worry. We just need to get more quick clear glass. Ugh, I'm sorry. We need more quite clear glass, along with some conduit binders to get more of those pipes, and then we can use the pipes and get our lava. And also, tomorrow is the Super Bowl for anyone in the United States. And I have a cool thing. I have a cool thing that I'm gonna do on Slither.io for this special occasion. And you guys will see this in that episode of Slither. But for now, I just want to tell you guys that we'll have something special for you guys when the time comes for tomorrow. All we need to do right now is we need to collect this. And no lava is actually being collected. So, the solution? Well, all we need to do is we need to put some... We have to attach this, and then we need to wrench it. Or, hopefully I do. I don't know exactly, but... Hey, it's okay. And actually, I think we may need a little bit more. So we are actually going to make 6 and let that smelt in the thing. We will make more of this to make our fluid conduit, and we will attach this to the thing. Now, there's nothing coming in. How do you power this up? Well, if you go in here, you're going to need to just click never active, and you'll be able to do this no problem. And if you see right here, this is collecting stuff. You can't really see it that much, but there is some. And we need to turn all of these on. No. Oh, there we go. So, we need to do this, and I will be right back. And I'll have all this off, and I will show you the next part. Alright, so we are back, and we have 70 buckets of lava in this generator here. And I actually did some trial and error, and it turned out that it was best if this was on active without signal. So now we have a whole lot of lava, and now we can put this into the generators. And we need to do that in order to power it, and suddenly these resources are being used, and we have a lot. So I mean this is a lot, like, no doubt. It's using a whole lot of lava. I mean, of course it would. I mean, why wouldn't it use a lot of lava? But I mean, we have a good amount of lava, so it's a good thing. So I do want to power several machines at once, so I'm actually going to take a couple of these. I'm not going to take the one on top, but I'm going to have to show you this, and actually I'm going to have to place that down because we need to show you the recipe. Now, to make the thing, to make the energetic alloy, you need redstone, gold, and copper, or redstone, gold, and glowstone. That's what I meant. So, because we need 3, we'll do 6 of each. And we waste a lot. We waste some redstone because I'm a weirdo. Flux. Yeah, you gotta make sure that you have that. Yeah, I'm sorry, I accidentally did that, so you can't do much without it, so it's no big deal. It's just redstone. And later on in the series, we will show you how to make these redstone seeds, and we'll be flourishing in redstone before you guys know it. Or we will show you how to upgrade yours or whatnot. So there is a lot of stuff in this that we can do after this episode. And this actually has a lot of power, which I'm surprised. And this is indeed working. Let's check on this. We have enough for one of them, but not for all, so hey, it's gonna be okay. So what we need to do, we need to get some enhanced power and enhanced energy units or whatever. And what we can do is we can take the power out of here, and we can do this. We can power this up, and this can collect the lava at the same time. And the conduit connector would have to power some machines. And if you see right here, we have a whole lot of resources, and it's gonna be harder to do stuff like that, but trust me, it's probably best if we hold off on it, I guess. and we're gonna, and this is making yet another Fluix because I don't know what we are doing. So, oh, I placed it down. How odd is that? So, let's make another one of these thingies, and we will go and complete our objective for today's episode. To prove that this actually works, we will bring our alloy smelter down here. And there was something weird that happened when I placed down the alloy smelter. I think in one of my worlds on Sky Factory 2.5, I actually saw something related to Herobrine. I don't actually know, but what we are doing is we are powering these resources. So we have all the resources here. This whole thing is powering 2 machines at once. So we will have more machines later, but that is the first 2 we will have. And we've done this. I knew that. Wait. We have made a watering can. We have what? Oh, we've used energy conduits. We have okay. We have done those thingies. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode and if you want to see more, please comment and subscribe, and also turn on those post notifications to see more from me, and follow me on Twitter, and yeah, I will see you guys later.